All right, we are back. Hello, everybody. We've been off on a rather extended hiatus. We've had some internet connection problems that lasted longer than normal. And we were without uh, a lot of internet service. Internet service was just really, really slow, making the live streaming virtually impossible. So we were pretty much offline for most of the Labor Day weekend and up until actually the other day late. So we are back, though. Finally, thank you. Thank you to the powers that be. And yeah, we are back. And I thought what I'd talk about today in this morning stream is a formula that I read in a book by Gary Vee, Gary Vaynerchuk, called Jab, 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 Right Hook. And this formula, at first, I didn't really get it because, he's using boxing terminology. I am not a big fan of boxing, not really into professional sports of any kind, but I do like to learn new things. And Gary Vaynerchuk talks about the jab, 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 right hook formula, where, in boxing, you're jabbing, jabbing, jabbing. Think you got your opponent kind of worn down there. Then all of a sudden you go in for the right hook, and that's supposed to be the knockout punch. Well, in the jab, 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 right hook formula, the jabs are an act of giving. Okay, you're not really asking for sales. You're just giving value, and that's all you do. And with the jab, 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 right hook formula, you need to be seen as giving more than you receive, more than you ask for. So when you're doing your social media marketing using this formula, and I'm even thinking about incorporating this in my email marketing campaigns, my email marketing strategy, is that the most of the time you need to be seen as giving value, just giving more than you ask. Now, when you give, you want to make sure, you want to be clear that you are giving. You don't want to be, now this is what Gary Vee talks about in one of his videos on YouTube. You don't want to fall into the trap of trying to disguise a right hook as a jab. You don't want to be seen as trying to disguise, I'm giving you this, but I want something back in return. You want to be very clear with your messaging. When you're giving, be giving. Just, throw stuff out there, give value, let people know who you are, show your personality, but don't be trying to make a sale when you're trying to give. And this is where so many people fall down in online marketing and social media marketing, is that we get hungry, okay? We want to make sales. Sometimes we are desperate for sales. But when you're doing the jab, jab, jab part, you need to be sure that you are giving with no expectation of receiving anything back in return. A jab has got to be a pure jab. An act of giving has got to be a pure act of giving. And the psychology behind this, think about it from your own perspective. Use the formula of the golden rule. When other people do this to you, how do you feel when you're being given a gift, but in reality, that's just a disguise for a request for you to do something in return? It's like an act of giving should be an act of giving. It shouldn't be disguised. It shouldn't be a request to receive back, a request to make a sale, disguised as giving value. And this is where, so many online entrepreneurs mess up. And this is why, looking back on my own experience, why I tend to make more sales when I'm not trying to make sales. When I get desperate, trying to make sales, when I get hungry, that is when, the sales just, I seem to be pushing them away. And when you're giving, just giving, people love to shop, but they hate to be sold to. So when you are giving value, giving value, giving value, that sets the idea up in the people's mind that, hey, this person is here to give value. Just give honest value. And then they begin to think, okay, I would like to do business with this guy. How do I do business with this person? And then they will begin to hunt you up. But you've got to set the stage first by giving value and giving honest value. I heard something similar to this formula from another entrepreneur. I believe it was Tanya Eliza, when she was giving some of her Twitter training tips. And she says, yeah, 75% of her posts are just giving value, not being salesy, not trying to make a sale at all, just giving value. No affiliate links, none of that stuff. Just talking about, okay, tips that I learned from my years of being an entrepreneur, or pictures of the cat, pictures of the dog, pictures of my family life. If it's on Twitter, okay, that's another way of giving value. You just let people know who you are as a real human being. But, 75% of her posts were just, giving value, talking about life, general stuff, cat gifts, dog gifts, pet gifts, whatever. And then the other 25% of the posting on Twitter would be making a sale. Okay, I've got this program. I'm really excited about this program. I want you to buy my program. But, that was only 25% of the posting. The other 75% of her posting would be the jab, giving, giving, giving. Now, I don't think that this is really meant to be an exact formula, like 75% jab and only 25% right hook. It could be, 4 posts a day, could be all about giving value. And then a 5th post could be trying to make a sale. But you do want to be seen in social media as giving more than you ask for. And that way it just lets people know that your heart's in the right place, that you want to give, you want to share your experience, you want to provide some real value to your listeners. And then the people who have a need for the value that you have to offer will be attracted to you. And if we fall into the trap of always doing right hooks, always asking, always trying to make a sale, what does that do? It sets up the mindset that you are just out there trying to make sales all the time. You really don't want to give anything of value to your audience, and people don't like that. Just think about it in your own life. How do you respond to people that only call you up when they want something, that only talk to you when they want something? That gets old fast, doesn't it? And it's the same with internet marketers, only with internet marketers, the people really don't know us as well as they do their best friends or their family members. So you really don't have that leverage. So if you go out there on social media, just 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, post after post after post, talking about, hey, I'm in this great program. Hey, I just found this great program. You need to buy this great program. It's like people are going to turn that off, just shut it down. You need to open the door by giving value. And when you give value, make sure it's just good, honest value. Don't fall into the trap of right hooking people to death, because on social media, it is just so easy to turn people off, flip to another page, flip to another channel, or hit the mute button, or even block people. Blocked and reported. You are an internet scammer, dude. And yeah, when you're always doing right hooks, always being salesy, always refusing to take no for an answer, it's like it just sets that mindset up where people don't want to hear you. They don't want to be exposed to you. And coming to think of it, this is where a lot of the business groups on Facebook fall flat. It's like everybody is there trying to sell a program. They are trying to position themselves to make a sale with every freaking post. And hardly anybody in the Facebook business groups is there trying to share value. I mean, come to think of it, I see very few people in Facebook groups, business groups, just giving value. And I think that would be a very good strategy to work out, is to join a bunch of Facebook business groups, not to market your online business opportunity per se, but to just give honest value with 75% or more of your posts. And then people will become attracted to you because you're going to stand out. In a marketplace where everybody is trying to do their right hook, some guy or gal coming in there just doing some gentle poking and giving value is going to be seen as really a very special and different person. You're going to stand out, and people are going to see that. And some people, especially people that really need what you have to offer, are going to be attracted to you in those groups. So this is a strategy that I've been learning a little bit during our internet downtime over what was for us the extended Labor Day weekend period. And I am going to be incorporating this new mindset into my email marketing campaigns, because looking back at my email marketing campaigns, it was just too pushy, too salesy, all about, trying to close the deal, make the sale. I need to be giving more honest value in those emails. And then definitely in my Facebook business marketing strategy. It's like, all I do, go into a Facebook business group, post an ad, ultimately an ad for my business opportunity, and that is it. What I'm going to do now, going forward, is make sure that 75% of those postings are jabs, at least 75%, maybe more. And then one post in 4, one post in 5, maybe, make that a right hook. Just say, look, I've got this offer. It's really good. Do you want to take a look at it? Yes or no? And just make sure that, only 25% or less of my posts in the Facebook business groups are right hooks, and the vast majority of the posts are jabs, giving value and sharing what I have learned over the years as an online internet marketer. And I just have a very definite feeling that that is going to work, because I've seen it work in my own experience on a much smaller scale. I was in a Facebook business group several years ago, and it was like the same thing. Everybody was doing their right hooks. They were making their pitches, making their offers. And there was this one lady that was just complaining that, man, there are so many scams out there. It's hard to tell who is pitching a good offer and who is just trying to, pitch a scam. And I answered her back in in the comment section and said, yeah, there are a lot of scams out there, and I understand your dilemma. That was it. I mean, I didn't give any, great pearls of wisdom, no great advice. I just, you know, agreed with her and said, yeah, there are a lot of scams out there, and it is kind of hard to know who you should be doing business with. I understand. I get it. And I affirmed what she said in that comment. Well, a couple of days later, I was shocked. Out of the blue, she looked me up on my Facebook page and she left a comment on one of my posts saying, "You seem like an honest guy. Do you have any businesses that a single mother might be interested in?" And I mean, that just opened the door. And all it took was just one jab, one pure, honest jab, giving some sort of affirmation. And sometimes, value can be just affirming what the other person has said, confirming what the other person was talking about, and saying, yeah, I hear you. I understand it. I get it. Sometimes that's all a person needs. And that can open the door to a rather unexpected business relationship. So yeah, jab, 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 right hook. I don't think Gary Vee means that to be 75% of your postings on social media have got to be about giving, and then 25% has got to be making the knockout punch, trying to make a sale. But it does mean that the majority of your social media posting should be all about giving value, and not just giving value with the hope to get something back in return, just giving good old honest value. And that makes people feel good and feels good about you, feels good about following you on social media. It definitely doesn't make people want to hit the mute button, hit the block button, or run away at warp speed. So yeah, pretty good formula to work with. Not an exact formula, I don't believe, but definitely be seen as giving value more than you are trying to make a sale, and see if things don't turn around. Now, I've got a little bit of value I would like to share. This is a mindset group that I am active in, and it is the Grow Rich Call, also known as the Grow Rich Collection. You can access this totally free just by going to my link right up there, ralphshomebiz.com/growrich. What this is, it is an audio call. It runs at 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock my time, Central, but 9 o'clock Eastern time, Monday through Friday. And every morning, it lasts about an hour. There's a phone number you can call in and go ahead and participate in this group. And I'm getting so much value out of this. It's pretty incredible. What we do is we go through a few different books. The Science of Getting Rich is one that we've covered lately. And then Napoleon Hill's classic, Think and Grow Rich, where the name of the mastermind group is taken from. But we cover texts like that. And we also cover the Law of Success by Napoleon Hill in this group. And by using that link, ralphshomebiz.com/growrich, you can get access to the call. If you can't make the live call, you can get access to the recorded audio and listen in to the recording. And it will also give you access to the Grow Rich Collection, which are the books that we use in PDF form. So you don't have to run out like I did and buy a lot of these books. I've got Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill in hardcover. I've got The Law of Success by Napoleon Hill in hardcover. The other books I don't have yet in hardcover, but I've got them in PDF, so that helps. But yeah, you can get total access to all of this stuff in PDF format. And just use this as some basic training for conditioning your mind for success in any realm, really. A lot of people are concerned about making sales, especially people who are in sales. A lot of people want to learn how to grow their finances. But with the mindset strategies that are taught in this Grow Rich Mastermind call, you can apply it to any part of your life. So if you want to get access to that totally free, just go to ralphshomebiz.com/growrich and sign up there. Just get access to the call, the collection, everything, and start using it. See if it doesn't help you. So that's all for today. This is Ralph signing out. We'll catch you in this evening's live stream talking about the opposite. Today was jab, 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 right hook. Well, the next episode, we'll be talking about people who do all right hooks and, doing all jabs with no right hook and, why you want to avoid doing that. So that'll be this evening's stream. So thanks for dropping by. Ralph signing out. Catch you later, my friends. Bye-bye.